Alright, so, since the last episode I had done on systemic racism, which incidentally might be on my Rumble channel, but maybe not on my YouTube, you're going to have to look at that. Since the last episode I had done on this, I had a few more ideas. So it feels like one of the major claims of the people who would believe in systemic racism, right, is that they think the idea of racial inequity, the racial disparity that we see, can be explained by racial discrimination, that that's the major factor. And it feels like a claim like that would be all the better for proof, given that people can and do make decisions according to a great many factors, right? So let me see if I can explain what I'm talking about, give you an example. So there's a statistic, something to the effect that 21 out of 23 astronauts are the oldest child in their family. Now, what's a more plausible explanation of this? That there's some sort of sinister discrimination going on at NASA, or that people are making choices according to their psychological tendencies, and that there's actually a psychological ramification to the order in which children are born in their family. I would tend to think the latter, and you can actually look that up. It's kind of an interesting study. So, apart from that, it feels like the manner in which DEI initiatives are kind of implemented, it's essentially an ecological fallacy. By the way, that's a word I learned semi-recently, and I was hoping to use it, so, happy day. But this idea of an ecological fallacy is incidentally exactly what racist people do, right? So the idea of an ecological fallacy is that you take a mass data set and you apply it to an individual, like a demographic data set, then you apply it to this individual person from that demographic. So if there's some sort of demographic, like the majority of martial artist practitioners are Chinese, and therefore the next time I see a Chinese person, I say, hey, do a roundhouse kick for me. Well, that would kind of be a little bit racist, right? So what happens when they take a demographic data set like, okay, black people have, they're inordinately poor, right? They come from bad neighborhoods, they're oppressed, etc., etc. So when a black individual shows up at a college, they kind of take this demographic data set and apply it to this black individual. Oh, you're black, you're oppressed, you're poor, you came from a bad upbringing, right? You don't have to do as good to get into this college. Right? We'll give you a little bit more leeway because of that. That also, kind of feels a little bit racist, but I guess that would be called diversity and inclusion. But you know what they say, racism by any other name would, still be as shitty. Now, I was trying to come up with a more wholesome cuss word for that, but it felt like the best way to express it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you'd like.